Hi, Belly's here for the Lily Pad, and today we're gonna be talking about the challenge for our art journal. Our technique this week, it's word arts. I love word arts. I think they are a very underused element. I think people just put it in a page and they call it done. I think you can do so much more with word arts than that. So hopefully I will show you a few ideas, new ideas on how I use my word arts and how I like to play with them. Our sponsor this week is Miss Krista from Selling Studio. I hope I'm saying that correct. I'm gonna be using Art and Soul, which is a collab by her, and also I'm gonna be using Grunge, and I love these two kits from her. They are super art journally, and something that maybe you were not expecting from her store, but something that is seriously, if you get these, you are going to be so happy about them. Let's begin. I am using Photoshop CS5, but I believe most of these techniques can be done with any of your different softwares. You just need to play a little bit along. I'm going to try to do five to six different things with the word arts. Let me know if you have any questions. Post it in the thread at the Lillipad in the art journal section, and I'll help you figure it out. Okay, let's start with showing you what the freebie is going to look. Krista made this really super awesome word art. It's called motivation word art. The reasoning behind this is because it's the beginning of the year, and our previous theme challenge for this month was to make an art journal page that it's your cheerleader, it's your pep talk about following through with your one word for this year. So I wanted some motivational word art to go with that. You will be getting these two word arts. I will do this, and some days will hurt, and they're two different ones. And to everyone that finishes this challenge, then you will be receiving this entire set of motivational word art. This is the full package, and if you do our journal this week, you'll get a coupon for this. This will go into Krista's store, so she'll be selling these, but for you guys that finish this challenge, you get this one for free. Again, just if you finish this week. Okay, so let's start along. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you is how to do this. How to use the magic wand to do a clip and mask. Again, if you Google clip and mask, maybe this doesn't show. This is how I call it. This is my clip and mask way of doing things. What I start with just my simple word art. I am going to come here, and I'm going to change my blending mode right here into linear burn. The reason I'm doing this is so you can see better. I usually actually change my blending modes to linear mode because it just gives you that kind of burned weird look, and again, and it also interacts with the background that you're using. So some areas of the word art could be darker than other ones, which is very interesting and to see in your page. I'm zooming a little bit so you guys can see better. Okay, so there you go. This is our word art. Word art is, I will do this. I am clicking on my word art layer, and then I come over here and I will select my magic wand tool or click W, and then I would just, first before we start selecting, all the way here to the top in your, when you're using any of these selection tools, which is the square or the elliptical marquee, or the lasso or the magnetic lasso, or even the magic wand, you get some options here on different things when you're selecting. The first one is just to create a new selection. The other one is to add to selection. The other one is to subtract. And the other one is to intersect. We want to have the add to selection picked. So what the difference is that now I can click here and it would select my I, and then I can come here and select the L, and I'm not losing the selection of the I, so it's adding to my selection. So then you could select here, and let's say you want to do also the intersection here, and maybe this part, and I'm actually selecting different stuff that I did for my sample. So, and then just so you know, then after I do this, I go and do select and modify, and I do expand. Why? I only do by 2 to 3 pixels, no more than that. The reason I'm doing that is, let me zoom in so you can really see it. When I do OK, it's gonna go a little bit over the line, and that's important because we don't want to see any pieces that are not filled in. Then now I'm sitting right here, we're still clicking on the active word art layer. Now I'm gonna do for Macs it's command, for PCs I think it's control. So you do command and click here, a new layer, and it creates a new layer underneath you, underneath that, not underneath you, haha, underneath the word art, and it makes it active. So now that's our active. Now I'm going to come over here and select my bucket tool. I have my bucket tool, and now if I click anywhere inside of those selections, it will fill up all of them, which is a super saver step instead of having to go and select one and click. And that's what happens when you do select all and then create a new layer like that. So now I'm going to do Command D just to get the marching ants out of there. And let me bring you up. I have this element from the Art and Soul kit, and I am going to move it, oops, sorry. I am going to move it right here to be on top of my mask, and do a Command Option G to mask that area. And if you notice, oh my goodness, there is a piece that didn't get selected, and I don't want to go and stretch this, because if I stretch this element, which original size was this small, it will, the constraints will be wrong, and your proportions might just not look right, or the quality of the element will look wrong. So let's do just Command J, or do right click and duplicate layer, and now you pick this item and you move it along. Make sure that you're just getting over this section that you didn't get before. Return and do Option Command G again, and there you have it. The reason that I said make sure that you're not overlapping, because see here, if I overlap, look at the L, how you can see that you're overlapping a section. So just a quick way to do that. And there you have it. You do this on every single, then of course, do Command E or Control E to merge, and then Command E again to merge everything. And now you have that mask. And let's say that you at the end you decide, oh, you know what, I don't like how that crossword puzzle looks against the rest of my page. You have a mask layer that it's completely apart from your actual word out. So you could still come and place another paper on top of it and mask it and have a completely different look. Then if you do that, for every single layer, you end up with something like this. Okay. There you go. Make sure that your word art is all the way to the top. And that is one fun way to use your word art, something that you may not see somebody else using, and that sets apart your page. Okay, so let's close that. Let's move to the next one, which is a cut and paste. It's what I call this. Let's start with, let me show you what the freebie looked like. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, so we started with this. And again, the linear burn. Okay, so we started with this word art, right? Sometimes we want to use a word art, but it doesn't exactly fit where we want to put it. Sometimes then we decide, oh, so I'll make it smaller. And sometimes making it smaller still doesn't work because you wanted a bigger impact, or just the proportions are wrong. Sometimes all you need to do is just cut and paste. What I did here was I took the word art, came over here to my lasso tool. I used the polygonal lasso, but depending on the word art, you can even use the rectangular marquee tool. So come over here, and let's zoom this again, and I'm just clicking to select, and then while being active on the layer of the word art, I do a Command J, which is a duplicate, or you can do a right click duplicate, or you could do right click here and do copy or paste, cut with a paste. And what this does is that it creates a duplicate of that section. And you say, well, now I have two. I have the regular one and a copy with it. And I agree, yes. So you could come here and do it all over again. And do a Command Shift inverse, Command Shift I, and be on the original, click on the original word art, and then do a mask. And now you have two different sections. You can come, click on the new copy, move it around, move it here, and now has a different proportion, not a different proportion, but a different setting, and now maybe it can make it work. You could actually cut all these and put them around a frame or around the page. Just have fun with it. Just don't let the way the word art was constructed, made, hold you down. You can change this. You can cut the I, the will, the do, the this, and put it in different places and make it more active, more dynamic, and it just makes it work for you. So that is the cut and paste, and that's what I did here. So you can see this is the end. The end result. This is, I will do this, and you can still do the magic one if you wanted to this. So let's move to the next technique that I wanted to show you. Actually, I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna start a new tutorial, new video. I just noticed that I was pretty chatty, and I just want to make sure that everything can be uploaded to YouTube. So check out video number 2.